Sometimes it's useful to have R code that is only executed under certain conditions. And to do this, you can use the if command. In this example, we use the if code to give some sort of reply depending on the values of A and B. And we have a compound condition. We want to look at the values of both A and B simultaneously. So we provide values for A and B, 11 and 3. And then we have three conditions here. The first if condition says that if A is less than 5 and B is not less than 5, then R should print A is a small number, and B is obviously not a small number because it's not less than 5. And as you can see, the syntax is if, and then within parentheses, the condition that is to be tested. And after that, you provide brackets. You don't have to have these brackets if the response of code that you are going to run fits into a single line of code. But if you have longer code, then you would have to start with the bracket and end with another bracket. And what R is supposed to do, if this condition is met, is to print A is a small number. Then we have two other conditions. If A is not less than 5 and B is less than 5, then B is a small number. And if they are both smaller than 5, then you get both A and B are small numbers. And if we run this code, all 4 lines of code, then we get this in return. B is a small number. And obviously what has happened is that this piece of code has not been executed because this condition was not met. This one has been executed because the condition was met, and this one has not been executed. Sometimes you would also like to tell R what to do if the condition is not met, so that you have 2 responses, one for when the condition is met and one when it's not met. And in these situations you can use the else command, which is a sort of add-on command to if. Here we write if A is less than 5, then do this within brackets, print A is less than 5. Then we have an else part that is to be executed if this condition is not met. Else A is not less than 5. And from what we've found out, you have to put this else command on the same line as the concluding bracket from the if clause. So you couldn't have a line feed here, it wouldn't work. You can also achieve this using the command if else, which is very similar to the Excel command if. And in this case you provide 3 arguments. The first one is the condition to be tested, A is less than 5. And the second argument is what R is to return if the condition is met. And the third argument is what R is to return when the condition is not met. And in this case you get A is not less than 5 because it's not. The if-else command doesn't work if you have very long parts of code. It works fine if you just want to return some piece of text or a value, but if you want 55 lines of code to be run in this case and 200 lines of code in this case, then this is not a good choice. Then you should use the if command instead.